All right, guys, Mikey here from Mikey's Iron Rage. And guys, I got an interesting video for you today. And we're going to do it on the 1996 Mr. Olympia, which probably a lot of you guys have seen the 1996 Mr. Olympia, but for some reason, all the footage from the 1996 Mr. Olympia is shit. Like, for real, shit. But this footage right here is pretty much in HD. I mean, this is the closest you're going to get to HD back in 1996. And this video consists of Shawn Ray, Dorian Yates, Nasser El Sonbaty, and Kevin Levrone. And all four of them looked great. Shawn Ray placed second to Dorian Yates, who placed first, obviously. But Dorian was a little bit better in the mandatory poses. But Dorian Yates just standing around, he don't look too good at all. I'm sorry. He was fading by 1996. And then 1997 was no better. Now, Shawn Ray, on the other hand, was in his fucking prime. Shawn Ray in 1996 was unbelievable. Wow, look how wide Shawn is, too. Great hams and glutes. Shawn was just diced. And Shawn was probably the biggest I've ever seen him in 1996. Because in 97, he got a little bit smaller than he was in 96. So do I agree with Shawn Ray beating Dorian Yates? Yeah, I do. Just because Dorian Yates doesn't have any fucking arms. He has no arms. No arms, Dorian Yates. And that's one of the main reasons why I think that Shawn Ray should have won this competition. Kevin Levrone, he looked good. Nasser El Sonbaty was just big as a fucking house. But Kevin Levrone, he did look really good, but I think Shawn Ray was just a little bit better. But I think Kevin Levrone and Nasser El Sonbaty were better than fucking Dorian Yates. And I'm not trying to be a Dorian Yates hater, guys. I'm really not. It's just that it's what I see. And I see a shit physique. Oh, yeah, he's got the best back. He's got the best back. Yeah, he might have a good back and paper-thin skin, but I'm not really a big fan of Dorian Yates. In 1993, he was good, but then every other year after that, he should have never won a fucking Mr. Olympia contest. A lot of guys got fucking screwed. But I digress. So now, this is where it counts right here, guys, the back shots. Levrone's doing a freestyle before transitioning into the pose. And I gotta say, Nasser's back looked pretty good here. Kevin's back looks great, but I wish the lower part of his back was just a little bit better. And Shawn Ray, for being only 5'6", he looks unbelievable. And he's pretty wide for a guy that height. Shawn Ray has such detail to that back, but it's not wide enough. So in my opinion, I think Nasser El Sonbaty just looks a little bit better from behind. Maybe not in the rear lat spread, but in the rear double bicep, in my opinion, I think Nasser might look a little bit better than all three of these guys. Maybe not Dorian Yates, but Kevin Levrone and Shawn Ray, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this unbelievable performance by Nasser El Sonbaty, Shawn Ray, and Kevin Levrone. And who do you think was better? And who do you think should have placed first? Because I don't think Dorian Yates should have placed first after 1995. From like 1996, 1997, obviously he didn't compete after 97, but I don't think that Dorian Yates should have won a fucking Mr. Olympia contest from 1995 on. But bodybuilding politics really suck, and I say it all the time. Look at the quads, though, huh, guys? Jesus Christ, Nasser El Sonbaty is just thick, 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 thick. And he's got a tight midsection. That blows my mind. How you could be that big with a blown out midsection. Look at Dorian. Dorian's midsection's blown the fuck out as well. But Nasser is bigger than Dorian, and Nasser still has a better fucking midsection. It's unbelievable. And Kevin's midsection is super tight. The quads could be a little bit more deeply cut, a little more separated. And I could see why Kevin Levrone didn't win this 96 Mr. Olympia, because he did look better at the 1995 Mr. Olympia, where he should have beaten Dorian Yates. Now, this is one of Dorian's money shots right here, the front lat spread. And he's got these two guys by a wide margin in that front lat spread. I got to say, Dorian does have a great front lat spread, great rear double bicep, and he's the king of the mandatory poses, like I said. And I guess that's what counts at the end of the day, is the mandatory poses. Because every time he hits a mandatory pose, his muscles just pop and he looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Shawn Ray in the side chest looks good, but I gotta say, Nasser's probably better in the side chest out of Dorian and Shawn. But I mean, you know, I like Nasser El Sonbaty. He's a big fucking big dude, and he's really conditioned, but from behind, he could be better. He could be better, but he looks pretty good here, though. I gotta say, from like late 1996 on, his back wasn't that bad. But if you go back to like 1995, 1994, his back was just terrible. But he definitely brought it up, though. And then 1997, I think it looked the best. Nasser was on his game in 1996, 1997, and 1998. And then 1998, I would say the end of 98, he started using way too much oil. And that just ruined his whole physique. 1999, he looked horrible. 2000, he looked even worse than that because he was fucking with the oil and just using way too much oil in those fucking arms and everywhere else. Wow, side tricep wise, Nasser's got a great side tricep, but we all know Dorian's got the better side tricep. So guys, let me know what you think about this unbelievable performance by Kevin Levrone, Nasser El Sonbaty, Dorian Yates, and Shawn Ray. And really, who do you think should have won this competition? Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, just tickle that Kevin Levrone icon button. Mikey's Iron Rage. Peace out, guys.